And welcome once again to MSU Soccer Barcan tonight's MLS Next Pro match. Brings us time down to see to welcome out your Red Bull New York 2. We had some using drives. We had some very effective 51 people. One of them was over our short single band.
An East Coast rivalry renewed for some Sunday night soccer as Red Bull New York 2 host a rematch against Philadelphia Union 2. From MSU Soccer Park, I'm Phil Galani. Thanks so much for joining us on MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. The hosts entered tonight off the backs of an emphatic 5-0 victory over Toronto last time out. Their most offensively dominant performance to date. For head coach Dominic Willard and his crew, it's the quality of their academy players that have been key to their success. Red Bull New York 2 currently third in the Eastern Conference. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they faced New York twice this season. The first match went to penalties. The second, a narrow 2-1 loss for Union 2. So it's all to play for tonight in the third and final meeting this season between these two clubs. Let's take a look at the starting 11 for both sides tonight. A couple of changes to note for both head coaches. We start first with Red Bull New York 2 coming off that 5-0 win over Toronto, the most goals they've scored in a game this season. Aiden Stokes comes back into goal for Tobias Zizivchik. The back line anchored by Aymar Sanchez, who has played nearly every minute this season. Nate Worth rocks the captain's armband in midfield, number 80. Meanwhile, Miguel Jimenez scored for the first time since May 3rd against Union 2. He's back in the starting lineup tonight after finding the back of the net last time out. Keep an eye on as well for Benny Rodriguez, who got a brace last time out against Toronto. He's got 3 goals in his last 4 appearances for the season. As for Philadelphia Union 2 and head coach Chris Harmon, a couple changes as well. Another 4-back look, but a little bit different in midfield, trying to find those overloads in the center third of the pitch. So it is a 4-4-1-1. Up top, Theo Reed sitting a little bit deeper than Sal Olivas for Theo Reed. He scored last time out just 18 minutes off the bench to help lift Philadelphia over Orlando by a 2-1 scoreline. His lone other goal this season came on his first professional start back on May 23rd against Atlanta. A couple milestones to note as well. Oscar Benitez making his 50th career MLS Next Pro appearance, his 25th career start, as well as Giovanni Siqueira, who will eclipse 3,000 MLS Next Pro minutes tonight, shortly into the match. Man to watch in midfield, Kellen LeBlanc, an exciting prospect with the U.S. Youth National System. His last goal contribution, an assist against Red Bulls New York 2 in the most recent match back on May the 3rd. So Red Bulls New York 2 in the black with red trim on the left side of your screen. Philadelphia Union 2 in the blue and yellow on the right. Joshua Encarnacion is the head official tonight. Final check of his watch as the fans file in here at MSU Soccer Park. A beautiful day for it. An action-packed weekend in MLS Next Pro as an East Coast rivalry rolls on. The captain, Nate Worth, gets us underway. Had a chance to speak to head coach Dominic Wohlert for Red Bulls New York 2 earlier this week, and he says these types of matches are always his favorite. A rival that you've seen before, you know how they play. He said, you know, they're going to be physical. Against Philadelphia, they're a team that can win the second duel. They can be direct when they want to. The way that New York wants to play is two very different philosophies that can clash and produce a lot of goals. A bit of a nervy moment for Aiden Stokes playing out of the back there, the New Jersey native. Called up to his first U.S. U18 camp back in March. Previously featured for Wales and England as well at youth level. Playing out of the back as far as the goalkeeper position goes has been a big point of emphasis for Red Bull New York 2 this season. One of the best teams in the league in terms of breaking down that first line, and it starts from the back. Consistency will be the name of the game if they are to find success tonight. Here's Nate Worth. The idea was there. Dennis Yengar making the run. Sanchez. Better pass this time from Stokes, way out of his area. Not uncommon to see. Direct pass over the top. Flag stays down. Tough angle. Needs the cutback. Yengar is there. And it's a point-blank stop for Pierce Holbrook. Just throwing his body in front of it. It's a heroic save to keep this one scoreless. Dennis Yengar with 3 goals this season, and you'd back him to score 10 times out of 10 from there. Acres of space afforded to Modelo. Early cross headed away at the near post. First big chance of the night. We didn't have to wait long for it. And the Norwegian stopped from just a few yards out. Pierce Holbrook started the last 5 matches in a row now, still in the hunt for his first clean sheet of the campaign. How about the speed from Olivas to chase that down? Philadelphia not keen to sit in here. Another just slight miscommunication coming out of the back. Stokes under duress. He's giving it away. Philadelphia want to go quickly. Benitez. Ran out of steam. Falls kindly back to Uzcategui. One in midfield by Jimenez. Yengar making the run. Clever idea to try and split the 2 defenders, and nearly fell his way. Holbrook called off the troops, but it just about bounced into his box in time. High press working wonders for New York. Worth on the second ball now. Jimenez with the toe poke, and the goalkeeper got a piece of it, and then away from harm's way. New York have started this match very brightly indeed. Another look at the toe poke pass through, and Jimenez just has to stretch for it. Holbrook doing a nice job of closing down the angle. Piers Holbrook had 9 appearances for Union 2 last year. Tonight, his 8th of the season. Boasting an 80% save percentage coming into tonight on 31 stops, an incredible margin. He's got 2 more now. Sooner than he probably would have liked to. To the byline, a little shove there. Two-handed push from Andrew Craig, but not enough for the referee to blow the whistle. There is that higher threshold of contact inside the 18-yard box. And the ball was likely on its way out of play anyways. Just another look. Yedgar opening up. It's a clever run. The second defender comes to cover there. Doesn't need to. It opens the space for that run. You can see just a little push. It looked like Benny Rodriguez was already off balance. He didn't appeal for it. Play goes on. Jimenez. Oh, they've done so well to get out of that there. Modelo. Worth moves it along one more time and continues his run. Got on the end of it and then may have got in the way of his teammate's shot. Dennis Nelich was ready to tee up from the far side. Well, the defending champions proving why they are so difficult to play against in the early goings of this match. Jimenez given space, plays the early ball. Nelich now onto his right. Worth is there. Can he pick out a pass? He finds Jimenez. Can't find space to shoot. Worth dispossessed again, and then the pass intercepted. Chance maybe for the numbers on break here. It's a good ball, a little bit overhit. It's Kellen LeBlanc starting the counter. Comes back to LeBlanc now. Too heavy of a touch. Stokes sliding to clear it. He's off of his line. He might have to come out for this one, and he does. But the flag goes up anyways. And Philadelphia in the early stages, just finding the little pockets on the pressure against New York. Red Bull committing so many numbers forward that it's almost always odds on for the counter for the visitors. You see how many black shirts are in the opposition half. Even with the ball comfortably in Philadelphia's possession, this is how Red Bull New York 2 want to play. They want to be on the front foot, said head coach Dominic Wohlert. They want to be brave. They ask a lot of their players. Have they held the line here? They have not. No, it's a late whistle. The flag does go up in the end. Olivas thought he was in the clear. One more look at it. That's a very clever step up there from Aimar Modelo. Just waits until right before the pass is played and then does jump up to leave Olivas offside. It's a close one, but it's the correct call.
Armadillo made his professional debut 2022 at age just 17. Was the youngest defender to play for Club Atlético Independiente de la Chorra at senior level. Scored a couple seasons later in the CONCACAF Central American Cup and represented Panama at U20 level. Griffin now wants the foul and does get the call. Pulled down as he went to break the lines, and now the first chance to see Union 2 set up in their shape here. Haven't been able to commit a lot of numbers forward and try and set up shop in the final third. And immediately they're forced back. Excellent ball through to LeBlanc. One-on-one. Look at the confidence from LeBlanc to go forward. Went over as well. Referee didn't even have a look at it. To the corner, nothing there. And now Philadelphia have a chance to step up here and keep numbers forward. Space has just exploded on the pitch now. It was so compact just a few minutes ago. And now New York using the full width of the field. Another good line-breaking ball. Some really good vision from both sets of center halves on this field. Yengar in the channel, cutting to the byline and pulling it back in front. Stretching was Jimenez. Does enough for the corner kick. New York getting those 1v1 isolation moments just to show their skills dribbling. Pulling defenders away from the main shape, isolating them, and then using their foot skills to open up space. First set piece of the night, and it hasn't come off the way they train. Nothing on the other direction for Philadelphia. Bori. Yengar trying to open, got under his foot. Worth picks it back up. And well intercepted the other way by Benitez, who has now reached the 3,000 career minute mark in MLS Next Pro. Play goes on after his challenge. Opens up for Nelic. First defender in the way. Second ball still alive. And poked under the feet of Connor Fiello. Appeals for some contact in the upper body there. The referee has to stop it to make sure the player's okay. Take one more look at it. Looked like the balance was lost there, and then as he was going to stand back up, there was contact there from Benny Rodriguez, the man with the brace last time out for Red Bull New York 2. The third youngest in club history to score 2 goals in an MLS Next Pro match at 18 years, 331 days old. This portion of the match is brought to you by Sports Illustrated Tickets. So per the rules, William Ferreira will have to come off. He got an assist last time out against Orlando. Was included in the first 11 just once in 13 appearances last year. This year he has become a tried and true starter, integral part of this Philadelphia side. Looks to be all right as the match carries on. Sanchez. This is Stokes now. I believe I was just asking the question on the pressure. Yellow shirts swarming the ball now. They've won it back. Philadelphia just picking and choosing their moments to go forward. It really is a tactical game of chess between these two sides. Third meeting this season. Two high pressure, high intensity philosophies, approaches to the game. Found success in their own right. Philadelphia have sustained that early momentum from the host, though, now. Weathered the storm, as it were. Make the last few minutes a little more back and forth. Going over is Rodriguez. Referee says no. Only seen one whistle in the first 16 minutes and change or so. Clipped into the middle. And LeBlanc is open, and LeBlanc's shot is denied. Excellent block on the first time effort by Aimar Modelo, who can race the other way now. Yengor the simple option. Given space, still not closed down. And yet his pass is intercepted. LeBlanc closed down rather quickly. Evades a second. It comes off him. Reed is offside. Had a check with the assistant referee before he went to strike. And again, the flag comes up against Philadelphia. Look one more time, and definitely offside. Oh, it might be close. Looked like Connor Faello at the top of your screen may have just made it a bit more difficult than it needed to be for the assistant referee. He had the best view on the field and immediately raised his flag. Bravely blocked. Big sliding challenge. The studs were exposed, and it is a yellow card. Rafael Uzcategui is the first name in the book. Connor Faello is in some real discomfort here. You can see it's that left foot that's high. The ball may have been won, but the follow-through is dangerous, and Joshua Encarnacion made no hesitation to go to his pocketbook. It's the second yellow card of the season for Rafael Uzcategui. Needing to be careful now the rest of this match. He's played every minute for Philadelphia since July 19th, 2025. Joined the club last year, started every match. After representing Venezuela at U20 and U23 level. And Connor Philo still in some real discomfort here. Ninth start of the season for the 18-year-old. Played the full 90 in the last 3 matches straight and got an assist as well last time out against Toronto. Still being attended to here. It's been a really bright start for New York. Had a couple chances, if not for Pierce Holbrook making 2 very good saves. And then the other way as well, Philadelphia finding the moments just a half second too late on some of those passes. New York wise to step up, playing that offside trap. But if those weren't executed correctly, it could very well be 2 or 3 in Union 2's favor. Philo just trying to see if he can soldier on and get some well-deserved applause from the home faithful. Just a chance for both coaches to pass along some instruction after what they've seen in the first 21 minutes or so. Dominic Wohlert for New York, likely very keen on his first impressions of this match. One word he wanted his side to be described as was brave. He said, we want to be brave in every moment. We know the physicality of Philadelphia, what it's going to take to win the second and the third ball. They have been brave in the first half of the first 45. No goals to show for it yet. Same can't be said for some of the other results around the league. FC Cincinnati 2. Currently with a 1-0 lead over Miami. Carolina Core as well with a 1-0 lead over Huntsville. And then elsewhere in the East, New England Revolution 2 with a 3-1 win on the road against Toronto. So that lifts Revs 2 into third with 31 points. Crown Legacy with 32 in second. Columbus Crew 2 in first with 32 as well. Red Bull New York 2 with 29, counting the point from this currently scoreless match. And it looked like head coach Dominic Wohlert will be forced into an early change. Sebastian Badinger, he's ready to enter, and he will replace Connor Philo at the back. Has been a bumpy few weeks for Red Bull New York 2 in terms of players unavailable, whether through injury or representing their respective countries at youth level, international play. Coach Dominic Wohlert said this is the first few weeks where we've had everybody back training at full strength. Early ball, backheeled straight up. Worth fighting for it, so too was it looked like manager right off the bench. Rather Nelic, excuse me. portion of the match is brought to you by Toyota. Another whistle as the intensity starts to dial up a bit. And the progressive play for Philadelphia has largely gone through. Looks like Timo Mendoza for these first few stages in the game. The 16-year-old has been under pressure immediately as soon as he picks up the ball as Olivas loses his footing. So 4-4-2 on paper for Philadelphia. You can see how Timo Mendoza just sits in a little bit deeper compared to the rest of that midfield line. As that pivot, just the access point for when Philly want to go forward. Looping header. Creative idea, nobody on the other end of it. Sanchez going direct. Good goalkeeping from Holbrook all the way out of his area. A little nutmeg touch from Griffin. Griffin, 3 shirts in front of him. Gave it away, but won it right back. LeBlanc. A little bit of skill from LeBlanc just to keep that as long as he did. New York always committing numbers to the ball. Very rarely are they defending with just one player. Getting 2 or 3 shirts behind the ball every time, and that's the result. Worth tripped up and then does the same to Oscar Benitez. Frustration boiling over as the pass was overhit, but there wasn't much of an attempt there to make the run. LeBlanc weaving his way through. A fountain move, but forced to turn back. Griffin. All the way back for Craig. Good ball for LeBlanc. Shifted on that favorite left foot. Sliding challenge came in from Modelo. Griffin just throwing it into the box, hoping someone can get on the second ball. It does fall kindly to Craig, who goes over, and maybe a chance now to swing this in. It's a very high line from New York. Philadelphia have committed numbers forward here. It is LeBlanc to swing it in. Took a deflection through. Headed on by Craig. In the midst of traffic. Fairly comfortable for Stokes in the end. Philadelphia holding that first line. There's space there now for Bedinger. Sanchez showing short, rather Modelo. First cross easily dealt with. Cadigan. A speculative attempt there to try and split the defense. Very rarely do we see a pass forced through midfield by New York. Devin Cadigan getting the start tonight after signing his professional contract last week. Belated congratulations to the 17-year-old. And a heck of a June for him. Made his international debut as well. Back on June 10th. Played the full 90 for the US U17s against Brazil. Worth. Bedinger with acres of space. Low cross, and again Craig is there. Second corner of the night for New York, and last one didn't quite work out to plan. See if it's a similar story this time around. They've kept the numbers at the back post here. Nelic makes the near side run. Lofted delivery. Too much hang time. Send right back forward, and Philadelphia holds strong. Been a little bit more transitional these last 10 minutes or so. Haven't seen as many clear-cut chances, especially compared to the first few minutes for New York. Sanchez. Just waiting for the right moment. Didn't want to force anything through. Modelo. Worth all the way to the bottom of your screen. He's given that positional freedom just to roam anywhere he likes because he can complete so many good passes. That pass from Siqueira was not a good one. Tried to head it back to the goalkeeper, but was so far away. Instead cleared away by Uzcategui. Better challenge this time around. Elsewhere around the league, St. Louis and Austin still scoreless. Two teams at the top of the Western Conference. Meanwhile, Crew 2 and Orlando in a weather delay in their match and a stern warning for Oscar Benitez. Benitez won it cleanly this time around. May be able to break here. 3-on-1 opportunity if the ball can be kept in play. New York racing to get numbers back. Philadelphia trying to stay on side. LeBlanc at the back post. Will not get a sniff of it. Excellently chested down by Modelo. Bedinger once again. Cadigan now. Check of the shoulder. Switch the point of attack. New York very comfortable on the ball now. That's a great ball in behind. Needs the pullback. And an open tap in at the back post for Dennis Nelic. Free-flowing Red Bull New York 2 soccer. The finish as cool as you like. And the opener comes in the 35th minute for the hosts. The space afforded on the run here for the substitute Bedinger. Immediately gets himself involved in the action. Not his first cross of the night, but the first goal. He gets through the near post. Dennis Nelic completely unmarked for his third of the campaign. The 18-year-old has surpassed his goal-scoring tally for last year now. Got the assist last time out against Toronto. His first goal contribution since scoring against Philadelphia back in May. He loves a goal against Union 2, and he's got another.
The 35th minute by number 92, Dennis Nelic. The assist from number 94, Sean Haydinger. That goes 2-1.
Haydinger couldn't win it cleanly. Great ball in behind, and nearly the immediate response for Union 2. Thumbs up from Theo Reed. Dragging his shot just wide. It's a great effort, kept it low. On the run as well, his touch just coming a little bit away from goal. Stokes took away enough of the angle there. But again, Philadelphia are finding those brief moments. They haven't seen a lot of the ball in the final third, but when they do, it's very likely they'll get a shot away. Some high percentage chances. And if the forwards can keep sniffing out the half spaces, they'll be rewarded. Another foul called. This portion of the match brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. Battle for that bouncing ball. And it's won by the goal scorer, Nelic, who draws the foul. The hosts haven't seen much luck on these set pieces here. And we'll put numbers forward for this one. That one a little bit too close to home, and Holbrook claims. Wants to go quickly, doesn't like his options. Here's Holbrook, the former Navy man. Was an All-Patriot League second-team selection as a senior with the midshipmen. Starter since his sophomore season. Good physical battle on the near side. Won cleanly by Modelo. Cadigan there to assure it. It's a poor giveaway. Cadigan had to make the challenge, and the card immediately comes out. And he's very lucky that there was a defender in front of him, because he very easily could have been the last man. It's another poor pass, though, from Aiden Stokes. The distribution hasn't been up to par from the goalkeeper. This is in no man's land. Cadigan had to make that challenge, otherwise it was going to be 3, maybe 4 versus 1 there for Philadelphia. And so now he goes into the book. LeBlanc has half an eye for Cole. He's a long way out. Instead played short. Fajeda onto his right, wants the curler. Instead, back for LeBlanc. Doesn't want it on his right, and the cross is an easy one. First yellow card of the year for Devin Cadigan, newly minted professional man. Another direct ball for Reed. Over his head. Rodriguez onto the second. Was nearly intercepted by Benitez. Went over with a yelp. Referee shakes his head. Again, Philadelphia are finding their chances when they put the pressure on. But they haven't been able to build from the back as much as I'm sure they would have liked. That could change now. Right on cue. Almost given away. Theo Reed took a bit of a spill. Did enough to win the throw. Simple was the word there from head coach Dominic Wohlert at the bottom of your screen. This season his first in charge. That's a poor pass. Craig just bending it in bounds. Red Bull have won it back. It's the speed of play that's really sticking out now for New York. How quickly they want to switch the point of attack if the option isn't on. Constant encouragement from their head coach. He's been very vocal this match. Modelo. Big compact in the middle third now. So Badinger will take it wide. Modelo on the overlap. Pass not the best one, but able to get there. Does enough for the third corner kick of the evening. He'll be the skipper to cross it in. 2 assists on the year for Nate Worth. He had 4 last year. It's a good-looking ball. And contact there. The referee has to stop it for the head injury. Play went on there, and a collision in the box. Theo Reed went down holding his head. And the whistle sounded, but play almost kept going there. There's the collision. And then an appeal maybe for a high foot there, and then Rodriguez kept going. Was tripped up. Just a bit of a scramble there, really. Well, anytime New York and Philadelphia meet, it is far from the easiest game to officiate. One yellow card for each side in this first half as we enter the 45th minute. That's a pretty obvious call there. Frustration from the goal scorer, Nelich, but put the shoulder into the back. And a smart play as a defender. Sometimes you'll see a player turn just at the last second to welcome that contact, and now Philadelphia welcoming numbers forward. Cross early, but over hit. And a bit of a let off there for Benitez. 5 minutes at a minimum to be added on.
5 minutes of stoppage time in the first half.
There's the long stoppage there for Connor Philo when he went down. Hopefully he's doing all right. The man that replaced him, Sean Badinger, got the assist to make it 1-0. Maybe a chance in behind now. Olivas leaves it behind. First shot blocked. And the offside flag does go up now against Theo Reed once again. It's at least the third or fourth time the flag has gone up against the 17-year-old. That offside trap is a dangerous gambit for any defense, but when executed well, works wonders. That's a late challenge as well. And the yellow card does come out for persistent infringement for Oscar Benitez. It's a loose ball. And then there's the first little nip in behind, and then there's the challenge, and then watch the referee put up his fingers 1, 2, 3 times. It was too many warnings for Joshua Encarnacion's liking, and does brandish the caution. Dello with a thump forward. This one successfully headed all the way back. Good move by Griffin. Poor pass, though. Modelo read it. Has options either side. Badinger once again. This time denied. Jordan Griffin hustling back to make up for his mistake. Fourth corner of the night. Haven't seen many of the others work wonders as far as New York are concerned. Worth, good delivery, free header. Not a lot of power on it in the end. Jason Borey unmarked. He's got to hustle back now. LeBlanc trying to draw as many defenders as he can. Holbrook's clearance bounced through just about everybody. And Modelo again. Rodriguez staying behind as the short option. Benitez made the challenge. He is on a yellow card. Referee just reminding him there. There were 6 yellow cards last time these two teams met, 4 before halftime. So half that number this time around. Another one-on-one chance for Nelic. Hungry for a second. It's lovely play this, and it nearly finds the top right corner. Nate Worth from about 12 yards out. Can't pick his spot. That is the best sequence we've seen in a long time. All one-touch passing. Look how quickly New York are able to move the ball here. Rodriguez to Jimenez, and then it's just a little bit behind Worth. You can see the hesitation as he drags his foot, overcompensating for power, but it is Red Bull 2 in front at the break over Union 2. Dennis Nelic in the 35th minute makes it 1-0 at MSU Soccer Park. Coming up in our halftime show, we look ahead for a new club in Long Island, plus highlights and our upcoming schedule after this timeout.
They say the world's game is played everywhere. This is how we play it here. Every weekend across North America. From Vancouver's mountain rain to the shores of Florida. From the city of angels to the heartland. The world's brightest stars light up our fields. And our fans bring the world to life. In every language, in every city. One game, one goal. Sold out nights under lights. New soccer citadels rising from coast to coast. Every chant, every goal. Another brick in a growing belief. Now, the world's biggest stage comes to our home. And when they arrive, they'll find the game's heartbeat has been here all along.
Welcome back. We visited with Grand Rapids last weekend. Now let's head to the Northeast and check in with another future club, the Island FC.
The opportunity to build a professional soccer club in Long Island, to me is really unique. Number one, because I'm from New York, I'm from Queens. It's a community that I'm very familiar with, that I resonate with. Long Island has a tremendous source of pride that only Long Islanders know and feel. To do this in a place where there is such a rich soccer history, on the youth end, professionally, is also unique. We're not just launching a soccer club, we're launching a culture, we're launching a community space, we're launching a brand and a team that will make Long Island proud. Island FC will represent, not just what's happening on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. And at the end of the day, I want to make sure that we certainly give more than we take, and that's in all parts of the organization and the club.
I came to Long Island 40 years ago now and created the very first professional coaching organization. And out of that has grown this tremendous industry of viral coaching, super clubs and companies. And this is really an end result for that. It's an opportunity through the Island FC to act as an embracing organization that really brings the island together in a significant way and propels male and female soccer to the top. This is bringing professional soccer right to the heart of Long Island, and it makes that dream a reality. They will see young Long Island players coming through and playing pro here with the Island FC and representing Long Island on that international stage.
The biggest sporting event in the world is embracing two ideas that started here: one designed to keep the game moving, another designed to better protect the players within it. Both were first tested in MLS Next Pro.
The league launched in 2022, but prior to that, there were 4 pillars that we came around, really rallied around, where we wanted to build and drive growth. Those 4 pillars were professional development, local communities, access, and innovation. The game has been around for over 100 years, but for the most part, a lot of the rules have stayed the same. But the game has evolved so much, particularly over the last 30 years.
MLS Next Pro has been a really good proving ground for a lot of these new rules that they're bringing into effect. The players in the competition have been very open to trying out new things. We've seen some really, really good developments, and a lot of the things that have been trialed in that competition have been elevated to MLS, and now we're seeing elevated to the FIFA level as well. This was something that it was easy for them to get their heads around, but I was pleasantly surprised to see them take this on in a format that's very, very similar to what we've been doing already.
Ideas don't become rules overnight. Changing the game meant bringing people together from every corner of the sport.
I think it took a lot of courage for us to implement some of the new rules, but we knew that if we did it in an authentic way and we got information from so many different stakeholders in parts of the game, that we could do it in a safe way that would help players, would help administrators and coaches, and really would be good for the sport.
Eventually, the conversation moved from meeting rooms to match day.
Well, I was fortunate enough to be a part of the first game ever with this in MLS Next Pro in 2022, where we got an email, we had to join a webinar where we had to go over these rules, and there was great understanding of how this was going to go and overview about these 2 specific rules that we're going to have implemented more specifically for MLS Next Pro. So I really thought the on-field treatment rule was an awesome implementation, because that's something that we deal with a ton as referees. It's something that causes friction, always causes issues for game management when you have players going down for injuries and calling a trainer on when it's not necessarily a serious injury. So I knew initially that was going to be a fantastic one, that was going to be helping our game improvement. And then the substitution rule we knew was also going to be one of the ones that was going to help. So I was really looking forward to doing that one and implementing that, because it's something that's game management we have to deal with.
The expectation was that there would be an adjustment period, maybe even resistance. Nobody knew how the players would respond once the whistle blew.
Players bought into it really quickly, and it was something that the entire league was able to understand it, and really you saw buy-in from everybody, and it was just really easily implemented at MLS Next Pro, and really didn't see much pushback. The biggest thing that I've seen is where players are smart enough to know if they leave the field voluntarily with our permission, they don't have to wait a minute. So if they're near the sideline or the end line or something where they say, hey ref, I just need a minute, I'm gonna go off, perfect. They can go off and get whatever treatment they need to, and they know they don't have to wait the minute. You're getting your treatment that you have, you're not implementing any of the on-field treatment rules or anything, you're just taking yourself out of it for a second. So that's where players are really coming smart to how they handle things. And then for the substitution rule, I've seen several times where I would talk to a captain and I tell him the player has to come off, and he's not, and you see a captain or a teammate pushing that player off the field, because they know that if you're not off in that 10 seconds, they don't want to play for 10 at the disadvantage that they would have.
The changes on field were obvious, and the numbers told the same story.
The data was really compelling. If you look at the numbers before the rule was implemented, on average, for those stoppages associated with injuries that are 15 seconds or more, you really were looking at stoppages in games that were 5 to 6 times per game. Once we implemented the new rules, that number went down to between 1 and 1.5 times per game. And so the data was very, very compelling that when you implemented a rule like this, it really would reduce those preventable match delays, and that was really exciting for us. But when you do the analysis in terms of number of fouls and yellow cards and red cards and some of those metrics, we found that those remain consistent whether the rule was in place or not, and that was a positive dynamic for us, and it's one of the key indicators that the rule's working.
The experiment was working in MLS Next Pro, and was brought to MLS 2 years later. That success pushed these ideas to the biggest stage in the game.
It's amazing that every single law change that comes into play comes from some competition or some situation that happened at maybe it was UEFA Champions League final, or maybe it was another World Cup that inspired a rule change. So to have from our own competition, coming from North America to have a rule change come into play for me it's special because I've been there from the very beginning. I've helped implement this from a management standpoint, so I'm excited to see how it's going to be implemented on the world stage by competitions, by referees, and by teams from around the world.
For the people who helped build it, the impact is still sinking in.
You never really understand the impact that you might have on the sport. And so to be part of MLS Next Pro and to be part of this process and leading this process as it relates to new rules and innovation has been a real shining star for me as it relates to my career. I'm just super excited and proud and grateful to be part of the process. I can't wait for the games to happen in the World Cup and to see them. These are important new rules for the growth of the game, so it's extremely rewarding, and I can't articulate how happy and proud I am.
Well, rules not the only thing making waves from MLS Next Pro on the big stage. In addition to those rules influences, at this summer's FIFA World Cup, 105 players at the tournament have spent time with an MLS club, with 44 of these players developed through the MLS player pathway. Of these 44 players, 19 spent time in MLS Next Pro. Fans can get a closer look at this historic group by heading to MLSnextpro.com. 1-0 at the half. If you're just joining us, Tennis Nelic in the 35th minute leaves us where we currently stand. As we take a look at some of the other recent scores around the league. Wrapping up match week 17. It started on Friday with CT United falling to New York City FC 2. Earlier today, Revs 2 got the 3-1 win over Toronto to climb into third in the Eastern Conference. Rapids 2 with a big 3-point pickup against the Whitecaps FC 2. And then a penalty shootout. Crown Legacy holding on for a second point after going down to 10 men against Atlanta United 2 in a 3-3 all-out brawl. As for what is coming up next, on the 4th of July, some soccer on the day off as Atlanta will face Toronto next time out, Chattanooga against Miami 2. And North Texas will take on St. Louis to wrap up the evening. Then on Sunday, it's a full slate as well. Crown Legacy will look to get all 3 points against Orlando City B. Dynamo Dos looking to bounce back against Minnesota. Red Bulls 2 will travel to Cincinnati as Carolina Core plays CT United. All of those matches and more available for free on MLSnextpro.com and OneFootball. As for this match, I mentioned 45 minutes down, 1-0 at the break. We'll take a look at how we got here with the halftime highlights. There were a flurry of chances in the first few minutes of this one. The fans in attendance did not have to wait long for some offensive output. Dennis Yengar racing forward, looked to provide the tap-in the early stages, but it was the left foot of Pierce Holbrook to deny him on the doorstep. And then Holbrook again getting his leg out there to force Mihir Jimenez's try away from danger. Philadelphia didn't have their chances on the break. When the offside flag stayed down, it was Theo Reed making things happen. The back heel in the path of Kellen LeBlanc. His efforts stymied as Stokes able to grab rather easily. This was the goal in the 35th minute. Sean Badinger, the substitute, providing the assist, first of the season. No mistake at the back post. And Philadelphia right the other way, their first look at goal after conceding. And it was only a fraction wide from Theo Reed. This was the best chance of the half after the goal. Nate Worth in stoppage time couldn't pick out the upper 90 to leave us where we currently stand. All right, one more break. When we come back, the second half coming your way. Welcome back. Phil Kalani with you for the second half between Red Bull New York 2 and Philadelphia Union 2. If you're just joining us, Red Bull on the right side of your screen in the black with red trim. Philadelphia on the left in the yellow and blue. It was a high tempo first 45 and expect more of the same in the second. Good pass, clever dummy. LeBlanc trying to wriggle free, but it comes off his arm in the process. Almost the perfect start for the visitors. Jimenez, Worth, shaping that into the path of Rodriguez. Maybe just a little bit heavy. Baited trying to check two. Nate Worth again. Pivotal part of this offense. And Coach Dominic Woolard says there's a reason he earned the captain's armband, as Yengar has an arm upstairs. Not just the experience of Nate Worth, but someone who leads by action, his head coach says. Got an assist in last year's MLS Next Pro Cup final. Scored the first penalty kick in the shootout as well. I mentioned the rivalry between these two sides. It's not just the regular season. In fact, there's a bit of history in the postseason between these two sides. Last year, especially, Red Bull New York 2 finished first. They were level on points with Union 2, who finished second. Red Bull had a few more wins, so they claimed the Supporter Shield for the regular season. And then they met in the playoffs in the Eastern Conference Finals. Red Bulls New York 2 were victorious over Philadelphia Union 2. So a rivalry that has been brewing for some months now. Union 2 yet to get revenge this year. The first meeting went to penalties. New York were victorious in winning the second point. Last meeting back in May was 2-1 in favor of Red Bulls as well. Jimenez goes down. Play goes on. Worth trying to slip it in behind. Jimenez still down now. And the referee instead will call for the push and bring it back for the yellow card. Giovanni Sequeira kicked the ball away in frustration. Tempers flaring early in this second half.
And the yellow card has been assessed to Philadelphia Union shoe number 68, Jordan Griffin, in the 49th minute.
Griffin picks up the booking. Rather, it looks like Andrew Craig who makes the challenge. It was Rafael Uzcategui and Oscar Benitez for Philadelphia picking up bookings in the first half. And it has been confirmed for Andrew Craig. He's been a key player for this side since the midway point of last month. Got his first professional start in mid-May against Revolution 2. Played the full 90 in that match. And now picks up his first yellow card. Forgive me, his second yellow card of the season. getting to that point in the calendar now where these things start to add up rather quickly. Worth has the pace to get there, pulls it back, and nobody there at the back post. Uzcategui left it for the goalkeeper who didn't come out. Rodriguez intercepts the clearance, puts it right back in the mixer, and it's over the traffic. Another tussle on this near side, and another whistle against Nelic. That's great coaching from Dominic Wohlert. You hear the frustration from Nelic, and Coach Wohlert says, next one, let it go. For those younger players, and Coach Dominic Wohlert told us earlier this week, it's all about allowing them to make mistakes. He says if the younger players aren't allowed to make mistakes, then they'll play with fear, and I want them to be brave. I want them to have confidence. It's about encouraging them to try again and learn from those moments. And I see my role as having the responsibility to give them that opportunity to learn and develop from those moments. There's one moment he cited in particular last week with the goalkeeper Tobias Shizovchek playing out of the back as Philadelphia get a free kick in promising real estate. There was a pass the goalkeeper made that turned into a half chance for the opposition, and instead of scolding his keeper, Coach Wohlert said, try again, go again. 2 minutes later, Shizovchek made the pass successfully, and it turned into a chance at the other end. It's that sort of bravery, that sort of allowance to try and fail and then try again and succeed that has made these academy players so successful this year. Red Bull New York 2 have the title for the youngest lineup so far this year in MLS Next Pro. Last month against Carolina, as they get set to defend the set piece. Good looking ball and then headed straight up from Uzcategui. Venezuelan unable to get over the top of it. You've seen that distribution tonight from Hayden Stokes just a little bit lacking. But again, he's given that allowance to make mistakes and to gain confidence from his successes. That's a poor touch at the back. Nearly enough pace to get there. The referee pulls it back for a foul at midfield. Stokes, good patience this time around. Now it's almost picking the pocket of Giovanni Sequeira, who wins another foul. Maybe a case now for persistent infringement. And that's exactly what the referee says. It's the third time in less than 10 minutes Sequeira's been fouled, so the next person to do it will get a yellow card. Ferreira. Rodriguez in the way. Benitez onto the loose ball, and he goes down. No whistle. Jimenez dispossessed. To the far side for LeBlanc and not on the same wavelength. Now New York can break. 4-on-4 here. Philadelphia try and hold the line. Badinger awaiting help. Squares it for Rodriguez. Behind Worth. Calls to shoot it, and he will. Into the first man and away. Just a little too long from New York there. waiting for the perfect option rather than trying their luck. Well intercepted by Cadigan. Plays the ball a half second too late, and the flag will go up against Jimenez. Danger again. Space afforded to Nelic. Likes the angle, wants his second. And Holbrook behind it all the way. Went for the near post. Holbrook stayed close to it. And now it's just stretched a little bit there on his left foot. You can tell just from the way he put his plant foot, it's not his stronger foot. But no coach is ever going to have a complaint about shooting there. Have to try your luck. Worth is dropped all the way back now. Look how far he is from that front line. Tries to shape it forward once again. Falls kindly for Cadigan. Modelo. Wanted to use his pace, but didn't see the avenue. Yengar was on the right side in that first half, is lined up on the left for most of this one. Just a bit of positional fluidity for this New York side as Benitez checks back in. Rodriguez dispossessed by Griffin, who wins the throw. This portion of the match is brought to you by Sports Illustrated Tickets. Now a chance for Philly on the break. Delayed run made. And Yengar all the way back in support. The winger providing defense. LeBlanc. Good ball. New York are awfully compact. Ferreira will go wide. It's a decent ball in. Stokes had to punch it out. Worth picks out the right pass. Not a lot of options showing short on that far side. New York have slowed it down a little bit more in the second half. just trying to maintain control of the momentum of this match. They want to be the ones to dictate the tempo. And they can kick it up to 11 when they want to. Dello on the swing, underhit it. It's been a great battle to watch on this near side. Giovanni Sequeira for Philadelphia versus Dennis Nelich for New York. They go at it again here. Nelich wins it cleanly. Jimenez will go himself. Jimenez! Nearly guiding it into the upper corner of the far side. Players were backing off him. He had time to pick his spot as Philadelphia make a quadruple change. Mamadou Berthet and Samuel Diaz-Gallego enter the fray. So too will Caden Moore. And Jet Harrison. Rafael Uzcategui will be brought off on a yellow card as the fourth official furiously punches in the numbers on his board. Giovanni Sequeira as well on that right side. His night has come to a close. So a new face to battle against Dennis Nelich, the goal scorer. It's the first time we've really seen Mejir Jimenez get a good look at goal. He had one in the first few minutes, but it was blocked, rather saved, right in front by Pierce Holbrook. Been very quiet since then. More of a connector rather than a finisher. Confirmation of the quadruple change now. Those were the two changes at the back, Sequeira and Uzcategui, all for Harrison and Moore. And then Jordan Griffin as well at right back, substituted. Early ball grabbed by Holbrook. Mamadou Berthet will take his spot. And the final change, Callan LeBlanc. It was such a bright spark in midfield. Brought off in favor of Samuel Diaz-Gallego. Diaz-Gallego making his season debut. Big shoes to fill in the center of the park. Olivas trying to make the run. Reed in the same space though. Neither pass was on. New York do rather give those spaces to the runners in behind, but it's so difficult with their press to be able to find that through ball. They're willing to concede some space on the back line as long as they close it down in midfield. High risk, high reward defending.
Four substitutions for the Philadelphia Union in the 63rd minute.
So New York have only one substitution used. Meanwhile, Philadelphia one substitution left in the 65th minute now. Still the one goal from Dennis Nelich in the 35th. Phil Galati with you for MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Contact after the ball is played and another Philadelphia free kick. Low cross and a lot of contact there. Rodriguez. Again, just a couple options showing short. A little more static now from New York. There's not as much movement off the ball. Clipped forward by Modello and too heavy on the pass. Worth. Cadigan spinning away. New York have more numbers forward now. Modello. Padinger is checked back for it. Completes the give and go. Modello dances past one. Turns away from a second. Almost wins it back right as quickly as he gives it away. Now Berthet. Way to go for Mamadou Berthet. What a half century of appearances over 3 seasons in the top flight in his native Mali before joining Philadelphia this year. Represented his nation at U20 and U23 level. Just 19 years of age. Again, no reprieve for Philadelphia. As soon as they try to clear it away, it only gets as far as the mid-block from New York. And the ball is forced right back toward their own 18-yard box. Now Reed is onside. Clips it forward and over, hits it. Some respite there for New York because the numbers were well and truly on for Philadelphia. Nelic the other way, in behind once again, wants his second, gets his second. Dennis Nelic at the double. A blistering counterattack for Red Bulls 2. And after the save a few minutes ago, 1v1, this time around, Nelic gets the last laugh. Lovely ball through from Yengor, just dropped back in this second half. Has a touch, looks to his right, sees that the options are all covered, and then picks out the far bottom corner with that favored right foot. Couldn't score with the left a few minutes ago, but has 2 on the evening with his right. Doubles his tally for the season on the evening. Now a double change for head coach Dominic Wohlert. Mir Jimenez comes off up top for Christian Gallagher. As well as Sekou Kone coming into the match.
Red Bulls 2.
Another Mali international, Sekou Kone. Placing Benny Rodriguez in midfield. Really good assist that as well for Dennis Yengar. His 5th of the campaign. And that is what makes Red Bull New York 2 so dangerous, is that their goals come from everywhere. It's not a team that has one out-and-out goal-scoring leader. Dennis Nelic becomes the 3rd player on 4 goals this season, the most for the club. As Yengar goes alone, Worth is there as well. Backheels it back for Yengar, and the open finish on the doorstep to quickly make it 3. It's the substitute, Sean Badinger, with his 2nd goal contribution of the night. He gets his 2nd of the campaign, and New York are rolling. Yengar went all the way, dribbled through 3 players, and then look at the heads-up play here. The little back heel to complete the 1-2. It's a great cross, and the run wasn't tracked. A simple finish in the end for Sean Badinger. Red Bulls 2 making it look easy in this 2nd half. The 2 goals separated by less than 3 minutes. And including last game, that's now 8 goals unanswered for Red Bull New York 2. Amazing what they've been able to do with the academy, considering they only kept around 5 players from last year's championship-winning team. And of course, a number of those names making waves in Major League Soccer. Adri Mehmeti, Julian Hall, Matthew Dos Santos, all teenagers scoring on the biggest stage. Head coach Dominic Wohlert spoke on that system and what it's like for these players to see their teammates succeeding in Major League Soccer and beyond. He says the proof is there that this pathway works, that this academy is capable of producing some of the top talent in the nation. That's what makes these players so excited to go out there and compete for Red Bulls 2. Final change of the night as Theo Reed, disappointed after unable to materialize the last attack, replaced by John Ruff, making his first appearance in over a month. That is the final change for Philadelphia. Worth on the delivery, in-swinging ball, volleyed, there's a deflection, and it flies in for a 4th. Dennis Nelic has his hat trick. Red Bulls utterly dominant in this 2nd half. And it may have taken a touch on the way through, but it is some volley. Look at the reaction from his teammates. Dennis Yengar can't believe it. It is Dennis Nelic who wheels away in celebration. And now becomes Red Bull's top goal scorer with 5. A first professional hat trick for the 18-year-old. Take a bow.
Red Bulls 2, hat-trick 2! Scored in the 75th minute by number 92, Dennis Millen.
What a moment for him.
Red Bulls 2, 4, Philadelphia Union 2-0.
He scored the winner in the comeback back in May against Philadelphia. Said in the first half he loves a goal against Philadelphia. Now he's got 3 on the night. Goals in the 69th, 72nd, and 75th minute. A flurry of strikes. And the match went from a cagey, close affair to utter domination in 6 minutes for New York. This portion of the match brought to you by Toyota. Another double change for head coach Dominic Wohlert. Nate Worth to be brought off in midfield for Paul Sokolov, Brooklyn native, as well as Jason Borey at the back.
Ball is in for number 80, Nate Worth. And also entering number 49, Josh Munson.
He's replaced by Josh Munson.
For number 38, Jason Borey.
Nelic feeling it now. Clip toward Nelic again. And it's intercepted before he can get there. It's not often you see a player score 4 goals in a match. It's called a haul. For those that don't know, exceedingly rare. So too is a hat trick, of course. Though far more common in the verbiage of most soccer fans. So make that 9 goals in a row unanswered. Stretching back to the last match, the 5-0 win over Toronto. The last time Red Bull New York 2 scored 9 or more goals in 2 consecutive matches was last October, a 5-1 win over Carolina Core, followed up by a 5-3 win over Chicago. And that was a revenge game earlier that year. Chicago won 9-2 over New York as Nelic soldiers on. Falls kindly in the box for Gallagher before it's emphatically cleared away. A bit of MLS Next Pro history. It's the first hat trick in almost a year. Decent ball in. Picked back up. Miguel Jimenez got the last one back on July 20th of last year over Hudson River rivals New York City FC2. That last hat trick for Miguel Jimenez, scored it at 18 years, 114 days old. Dennis Nellich today scores his hat trick, aged 18 years, 117 days old. So he becomes the second youngest player to score a hat trick by just 3 days in club history. How's that for a fast fact? Appeals for a foul from the Philadelphia bench. They won't be answered favorably. Physical fight for it at the top of the box before it's cleared away. Slipped through and behind once again. Sokolov there. Trying to keep it alive. Cadigan now. Kone. Yengor. Stokes going direct. It's a good ball. Yengor couldn't quite bring it down in the air. Clipped forward. Physical fight for it. Gallagher wants the penalty. The referee not interested. There was a lot of contact there. I don't think there was quite enough in it for the penalty. I think Gallagher a little late on the slide to hear the whistle sound. So as things stand currently in the Eastern Conference, Red Bull New York 2 moved up back to third, level with New England on 31 points. Crew 2 and Crown Legacy in first and second respectively with 32. A very close race as we eclipse the midway point of the season. This portion of the match brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. Crew 2 will play in about 10 minutes' time against Orlando City B. That one finally ready to kick off after a lengthy weather delay. Dynamo Dos will take on LAFC 2 at 10 o'clock Eastern. Both of those matches available on MLSNextPro.com and One Football. Right on cue elsewhere in the league. Minnesota have just found the back of the net through Troy Putt against the Tacoma Defiance to make it 1-0. Still scoreless between St. Louis and Austin. That one also currently in a delay, as FC Cincinnati 2 have closed out a 1-0 win at home against Inter Miami 2. So Philadelphia, as things stand currently, 3 points off the playoff line. With a lot of games to go. Next up for New York will be a road trip to Cincinnati on July 5th at 6 o'clock Eastern. Philadelphia will have their rematch after going down to 9 against New England, who got all 3 points last time those two teams met. That match also on July 5th at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Diaz Gallego. Rough. His first chance. Tried to switch it. Really hammer that ball as well. Not on. Nelic, 3 goals already, moves it along for Yengar unselfishly, who gets the beating of his man, cutting it back, swing and a miss from 6 yards away. New York trying to just assure the result, but still wanting to go forward and score. Behringer. Modelo. Cadigan. Clip forward. Still alive. And then a good tackle made. Just snuffed the chance out at the back for Philadelphia. Nelic, the hero tonight. Philadelphia back off. Played a half-decent ball in, enough for a corner kick in the 89th minute. No hurry to put this ball back in play. To the back post. Headed right back toward the sender. This one played short. Yengar there. Union 2 caught off guard. And Sokolov's try is always rising. Had a lot of space. Just went for power. You can see the bend on the ball. Got underneath it. Another foul called for New York. Left behind for Sokolov. It's 5. Paul Sokolov does get his goal. New York tie a bow on it. Back-to-back 5-goal games for Dominic Wollert's crew. And the defending champions looking mighty as ever to wrap up June. Lovely little one-touch pass from Gallagher to leave it behind. Sokolov was never missing from there. The ball absolutely flying into the side netting. The rivalry never disappoints, and tonight it is a party in the Empire State. 2 minutes at a minimum added on. A thrashing, courtesy of the champions.
Red Bulls 2, Cole! Scored in the 91st minute by number 62, Paul Sokolov. Red Bulls 2-5, Philadelphia Union 2-0.
And that is the final whistle. An emphatic victory for New York over their Eastern Conference foes. 5 goals to the good. A hat trick from Dennis Nelic stealing the headlines as it finishes Red Bull New York 2-5, Philadelphia Union 2-0. Tonight's man of the match presented by Adidas. Well, look no further than the second youngest player to score a hat trick in club history in Dennis Nelic. Remember, it was only 1-0 at the break. Got the first in the 35th minute, a simple tap-in on the right foot into the roof of the net. And then in the second half, New York came to life. This was his second, opens up on the right foot, guides it in. Cool as you like, but it was his third goal that was the pick of the bunch. Checks back to the top of the key, a first-time volley on his weaker left foot. How do you do? What a finish. What a night for the young man. And what an evening for Red Bull New York 2. 5-0 the final over Philadelphia Union 2. For our entire broadcast crew, I'm Philip Galati. Don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Good night.
And as always, we thank you for attending tonight's MLS Next Pro match here at MSU Soccer Park. Look forward to seeing you soon.